Good morning. My name is Gary Singletary. I'm Chief Counsel with the Law Department, and we're here today for the swearing in of the new Cleveland Community Police Commission. Just to give you a little background before we get started here, the Police Commission came into existence a little over 4 years ago. As you know, the city has reached a settlement agreement with the Department of Justice back in early 2015 that resulted in what we know as the consent decree. The consent decree was a negotiated document, and what it did, it set up a variety of goals to be achieved over a period of the next few years. And as part of reaching that goal, there was an agreement to set up the Police Commission. And just to give you a background, the Police Commission consists of 10 members of the community, and then there are 3 representatives from the 3 police unions. We have the Cleveland Patrolmen's Association, Police Patrolmen's Association, the CPPA. They represent the rank and file officers. You have the Fraternal Order of Police, and they represent the sergeants and above in the union matters. And then you have the Black Shield, and the Black Shield represents minority officers, people who participate, and they take a voice in the police commission because the agreement specified the 10 members from the community, which a selection panel, an independent selection panel. These aren't employees of the city, but rather they were appointed by the mayor in conjunction with consultation with DOJ and with participation by City Council. And the role basically of the Police Commission is it makes recommendations to the police chief, the mayor, and the City Council. It works with the communities that make up Cleveland. What they do is interact with the community to develop recommendations, policies, practices, things that they talk to the community about that the Police Commission can then transmit publicly to the city. And then one of the more important things that the commission does, it reports back to the community. So there's a two-way communication between the commission and the community, and then the commission itself communicates directly with the police chief, other members of the city. And one of the jobs of the commission is it also in informing the community. They put out a variety of publications. They run a website which provides information on their ongoing activities, matters of interest, research they've done, policy statements, things to engage with the community. And so what we have, part of the consent decree was that the initial commission that was appointed was being appointed for a 4-year period. Well, that 4-year period expired with the end of September. The city accepted applications from the community. I believe there were approximately 59, 60 applications that were received. The selection panel then conducted a review of the applications. They interviewed various applicants, and then they came up with the recommendations that they provided, the recommendations to the city. And what we're here today to do is to finalize the appointment of the new commissioners, including the union members who are actually returning members, but they'll be reappointed and re-sworn in today also. I'll briefly just give you the names of the new commissioners. There are Dr. Terry Echols, Gordon Friedman, Ms. Harriet Hadley, Dr. Stephanie Hinnershitz, Professor Louis Katz, Victoria Marion, Reverend Frederick Knuckles, Ms. LaToya Logan, Mr. Mayele Ngemba, and Dr. Meg Testa. And they're sitting on the stage today along with Detective Jeffrey Fulmer, Lieutenant Gayle Maxwell, and Sergeant Richard Jackson, who are the 3 police union reps. So that being said, I'm going to turn this over to Mayor Jackson. Mayor Frank Jackson is here today. He will actually conduct the swearing-in ceremony. And without that, I'll let the mayor take over.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. I appreciate that. As Gary said, this is a swearing in of the people who have been selected by the selection committee to the police commission. And they are a very integral part of our consent decree. It was negotiated between the city and the Department of Justice as the formation, the process that Gary just went through, and really the duties and responsibilities. So what I'll be doing is swearing people in, and I'll read the bios of everyone, and then I'll ask everyone to stand at the end, and we'll swear everyone in as a group. Before I do that, I want to congratulate all of the people who have been selected and thank them for their service. As I often say, that many times people want to be in public service, but these things are not made for everyone. But those who do it and do it well, however, have the greatest opportunity to impact the lives of individuals, families, and communities. And that will be what your opportunities will be. And that is to impact the lives of individuals, families, and community in a positive way. So again, congratulations and thank you for your willingness to serve. Thank you. I'll read short bios. Gordon Friedman. Mr. Friedman is a criminal defense attorney who has worked as a civil rights lawyer for over 40 years, and after starting out in the public defender's office and legal aid society, it was associate professor of law at Cleveland Marshall Law School, teaching criminal procedure and working with the criminal law legal clinic. He presently teaches as an adjunct professor at the Marshall Law School. He is the founding director of the Cleveland Free Clinic in 1970, and Mr. Freeman is a returning member to the commission. Reverend Fred Knuckles. Reverend Knuckles has lived and worked in the city of Cleveland for over 50 years. He has been a pastor at the New Fellowship Church for over 30 years and serves as a moderator for the Progressive Baptist Council, Progressive Baptist Association. Mr. Knuckles is currently serves as program manager of the Building Strong Families at University Settlement in the Slavic Village community, and is an advocate for the homeless community. Stephanie Hinnershitz, did I do it right? Okay, thank you. I won't try it again. I'll just, she is a Cleveland resident and is employed as an assistant professor at Cleveland State University, where she teaches 20th century American history with specialization in civil rights and prison labor. Prison labor, is that? Oh, okay. She also serves as a director of the Center for Refugees and Immigration Success at Cleveland State. She is active with the Downtown Cleveland Business Association and with Building Hope in Cleveland, a faith-based organization that provides outreach on issues such as poverty, crime, and community engagement. Dr. Meg Testa is a medical doctor employed by the University Hospital Psychiatric Department, who specializes in adult psychiatry with specialization in community psychiatry and forensic psychiatry. She also works with the Cleveland-based mental health agencies, Frontline Services, and Recovery Resources, and the Cleveland Municipal Court Psychiatric Clinic. Currently, she serves as president-elect of the Government Relations Chair for the Ohio Psychiatric Psychiatric and Physician Association, and Assistant Professor of Medicine at Case Western Reserve University. Louis Katz is a John C. Hutchins Professor Emeritus of Law and presently serves as an adjunct professor of law. Mr. Katz has spent 53 years teaching criminal law and criminal procedures with the scholarship interest in Fourth Amendment and in the civil rights law. Mr. Katz is a former consultant with the Ohio Sentencing Commission and with the New York and Pennsylvania Criminal Justice Commission. He's also an author of Ohio Arrest, Search, and Seizure, which is used in law schools and has had 27 editions issued, the most recent being in 2019. Harriet Hadley. Ms. Hadley is employed with the business community as the business community liaison for the Cleveland Job Corps. She sits on various boards and collaborates many boards and collaboratives, and to include the United Way of Greater Cleveland and the National Congress of Black Women, the Rotary Club of Greater Cleveland, and Collarwood Neighborhood Community Development Corporation. She has worked closely with the 5th District, Cleveland Police 5th District, and has over 20 years of experience as an advocate working with young adults who have dropped out of school. Mr. Ngemba? Who is Mr. Ngemba? Is that right? Okay, I'm sorry. Is employed with the Cleveland Metropolitan School District as a bilingual instructional aide. He originally is from the Republic of the Congo and lived in Cleveland for the past 8 years. Among his variety of civic and community groups, he presently serves as the president of the Congolese Youth of Greater Cleveland. He is a founder of and works with the local Cleveland-based group Advocates for Peace and Change, and the co-founder of the Ambassadors for African Youth. Much of his work and focus is in empowering local youth. Dr. Terry Echols is a Cleveland resident and is employed as Assistant Director of Adult Education Services at the Cuyahoga County Public Library. Is a Director of Adult Education and Higher Learning and has spent his career in social service and higher education. He has his past services as the chairman of the Stark County Urban League and as a committee chair for youth education for the NAACP of Stark County. Has an extensive background in multicultural affairs and literacy enhancement and focus on working to improve the quality of life for underprivileged populations. Marion is a Cleveland resident and is employed as a senior social worker and veteran justice outreach specialist of the Department of Veterans Affairs, where she works with Comprehensive Homeless Center. With the Comprehensive Homeless Center. She has worked with individuals having substance abuse disorders and for mental illness. Has served as both the local and the national board of the National Association of Social Workers and serves on the advisory board of Ursuline College. Black Shields, Sergeant Robert Jackson is returning member of the commission. He is a 30-year member of the Division of Police, nearly 20 years of experience in police supervision as a police supervisor. Additionally, he has extensive advanced organizational leadership training from organizations such as the International Association of Chiefs of Police, Ohio Police Officers Training Academy, and National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives. Sergeant Jackson has advanced certificates of death investigation, crime scene management, and crime scene photography and organizational budgeting. He also has experience in FEMA training, emergency management, and other Homeland Security and intelligence liaison, and as an intelligence liaison officer, and is a veteran of the United States Marine Corps. Lieutenant retired Gayle Maxwell is a returning member of the Commission. Lieutenant Maxwell retired from the Division of Police in April of '07. She was an officer in charge of the 6th District Bureau, Detective Bureau, which serves Cleveland, Collinwood, and Glenville neighborhoods. Lieutenant Maxwell resides in the Cleveland, Detroit, Shoreway neighborhood. She is an active retired member of the FOP and serves as the FOP Elections Committee Chairman for over 11 years. She is a proud citizen of Cleveland, and her appointment to the commission reflects her continuing wish to be part of the city of Cleveland's progress. And finally, we have Detective Jeff Fulmer. Detective Fulmer is a returning member of the commission. Detective Fulmer is the president of the Cleveland Police Patrolmen Association since 2017. Okay. So if you could all stand, if you don't mind. And raise your right hand. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Ohio, the codified ordinances, and the Charter of the City of Cleveland, and I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially discharge the duties of Cleveland Community Police Commission in the state of Ohio during my continuance in said office. Congratulations. Now, I normally don't do this. Well, I can't say I normally don't do it, but I think it is an opportunity for each member to say something, if they can keep it brief, because there are 13 of you. But I would appreciate, and I believe the public would appreciate, if each of you would have a word in regards to your appointment and what you, how you feel, and your commitment to the responsibility that you just assumed. So we can start, ma'am, if you want to go first. Have a seat, everybody have a seat.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Victoria Marion. I am a clinical social worker. I work for the Department of Veteran Affairs. Born and raised in the city of Cleveland, I understand and I truly believe that we have the best city in the world, and I want to help to be able to do that and to help the community to be in cohesion with the Cleveland Police Department. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Harriet Hadley. I work for the Cleveland Job Corps, and I'm also very proud of my family and my National Congress of Black Women Sisters. This is truly an honor for me to continue to serve the community. I've worked with the 5th District and the police departments over the last 5 years and been in the workforce development for over the last 25 years. So this is a true honor for me, and thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Mayele Ngemba, and I'm also proud of my family for coming out. I am originally from the Democratic Republic of Congo. I came to Cleveland as a refugee in 2011. Actually, today is our anniversary, so we mark 9 years in Cleveland, in America, which makes it 9 years. I'm so honored and privileged to be serving on this board, and I cannot wait to see the impact that we will all make, and especially for my community, to bridge the gap of the refugee community with the Cleveland Police Force. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Gayle Maxwell. I have lived in the city of Cleveland by choice since 1969. I am volunteering my time because the citizens do not feel that they are getting a fair shake from the department, and because the police officers feel like they are under fire from the citizens. And I hope to help to bring them together. Thank you for being here.
Good morning. My name is Gordon Friedman. I am a returning member of the commission. And though the commission had some bumpy moments in its past 4 years, I believe that our goal together with our new commission is to bring about the change that the consent decree is ordered, and I believe that it will be consistent with the Bill of Rights of the United States Constitution in the state of Ohio. Thanks.
Good morning. I'm Louis Katz. I'm a retired law professor, and I am honored to serve on this commission because I am committed to helping the city of Cleveland and the city police division meet its obligations under the consent decree and the United States Constitution. Thank you.
Good morning. My name's Meg Testa. I'm a physician. I work with patients who have criminal justice involvement and also severe mental illness and addictions. And I'm here for the patients and to represent their interests and anyone with mental illness in the community. I'm humbled to be here. Thanks.
Hello and good morning. My name is Stephanie Hinnershitz, and I'm an assistant professor at Cleveland State University of History. I live in downtown Cleveland, and I've done so since 2016. I'm very honored to be chosen to be part of this committee, and I'm really looking forward to working with the rest of the commission and learning and growing and helping the city of Cleveland. Thank you.
Hi, good morning. My name is Pastor Fred Knuckles. I am honored to have been appointed to this position. I'm a Glenville, have been a Glenville resident most of my life. Part of the fiber of the city of Cleveland. I look forward to having this opportunity to serve and to give back and uniting the city of Cleveland together once again. Thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Terry Echols. I currently serve as the Assistant Director of Adult Education Services at Cuyahoga County Public Library, where I oversee Aspire Greater Cleveland. Born and raised Cleveland, Ohio, Old Cedar Housing Projects. I think that my years of experience working in social service and higher education, Tri-C, Walsh University, I think I can bring a lot to the table, and I'm just proud that the committee was able to select me for this commission. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Jeff Fulmer, Cleveland Police Patrolmen Association. This is my second term on the commission, and we're looking forward to meeting the new members and working with the old members to keep going forward in this commission. Thank you.
I'm Sergeant Jackson. I'm a returning member of the commission also, and looking forward to continuing the good work that the first commission started. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you very much for everyone coming out and showing support for the new members of the commission. We certainly appreciate it, and we look forward to working with them over the next few years. And again, thank you very much, and I guess this ends the ceremony. Thanks.